Hi everyone, welcome to the second conference information video, giving you a bit more of an idea about what you can expect from some of the streams of the PhUSE 2017 annual conference. James McDermott's going to be talking to three more of our stream chairs in this video and finding out about the paths that they took into industry and what you can expect from their streams this year.
So I'm here again in the Amgen reception. I'm with Jin, who is the chair of the poster stream. So I'll just hand over to you, Jin, to describe a little bit about what the poster stream is and how it fits into the conference.
Okay, so the poster stream gives presenters an opportunity to present in an informal nature. You can stand by, just as we're doing, stand by your poster and talk to people.
Right.
You get crowds coming in. People choose if they want to come and look at your poster, and obviously can engage in dialogue. It's more of a question and answer sort of session rather than somebody pitching a presentation.
Is that during the whole conference, or is it at a particular point in the conference?
So it's a Sunday evening. It's a very relaxed affair with drinks and nibbles. It's the only stream where you can actually have a drink and present your poster at the same time, which is cool. Posters are presented throughout the conference. There'll only be a presenter stood by the posters for a limited evening, but the posters are present throughout the conference, and have a look. Around 30 posters, interesting topics. So yeah, pick what floats your boat.
So one of the intentions initially with the poster stream was to give this kind of low stress entry into the idea of presenting at a conference. Do you see a lot of that? Have you got some good examples of that?
Absolutely. It gives you an opportunity to be really creative, and it's a very relaxed affair. Shoulders down. You're not talking in front of 500 people. The people who you are talking to are coming to you and engaging with you.
Interested in the subject. They've seen your subject on the board and they wanted to come and talk to you about it.
Absolutely. Yeah, and I think it really works. It really works well.
So now I'd like you to think back a little bit about your time as a student and your time coming into the industry. What background have you got, and how did you get into the industry?
So I fell into this industry via a placement at PhUSE, and that's where I first got a taste for the pharmaceutical world. And I guess the rest is history.
And so you work in what functions do you work in primarily? Is it programming?
So yeah, I started off as a SAS programmer. Very involved with responsibility in a CRO environment. And then growing roles of leadership, and now I manage a couple of projects on a freelance basis for a client.
Okay. Very good, very good. And so if you were a student coming to a PhUSE conference for the first time, what piece of advice would you give them?
Talk to people. There's so much experience all around you, and take advantage of it. Ask anyone a question, and they'll definitely respond.
Yeah, we're really keen to talk to people.
Yeah, come find me.
Okay, thank you. Thanks, Jim.
You're welcome.
So we're walking here in Uxbridge, just outside. I'm here with Alex, who is the chair of the Industry Starters Stream. So, Alex, would you like to tell them a little bit about what the Industry Starters Stream is?
Yeah, sure. So it's a stream that's been going on for quite a while within the conference. It's really designed for people who have either just started in the industry or don't have any experience really.
Right.
To just get a taste of what's going on.
Yes.
What we're doing in every day really.
Does it just industry starters in the rooms that you're in, or does anybody come into those rooms?
Anyone's welcome.
Right.
But all the talks are generally guided towards people with like a few years experience. But
yes.
But yeah, we always get a big mix.
Right. That's good. So, if you were a student coming to this conference now, what's the best thing that they can get out of it? What should they be looking to do or achieve whilst they're at the conference? They're only coming to the student day, but they're going to be in amongst us in the lunchtime and things. What would you encourage them to do?
I suppose the best thing to do is to find out, more about how they can get involved in healthcare, and in particular the things relevant to PhUSE, so your stats, your science, and your programming, and see if there's something that just sort of sparks their interest,
right,
and worth pursuing it as a career.
Right. And so, what's your background then? What did you do? What did you study? How did you get into the industry?
I did pure maths to start with, and then later on, I did medical statistics, and I
Right.
did that as a master's in Sheffield University,
Oh,
and that
cool.
was really my first taste.
Yeah.
And from there, I became a programmer, and not stopped programming since.
Yeah, right. Very good. Okay, thank you very much. That's Alex outside Amgen in Uxbridge. Thanks.
Okay, I'm Edwin van Stijn. I work for Astellas Pharma in the Netherlands as a statistical programmer.
Right.
I'm Nick de Donder. I'm a line manager for data standards. I work in Brussels for business and decision life sciences.
Right. Excellent. And Nick, you said you've been in the industry for for 9 years
Yeah.
in one.
Nearly 9 years. So it's my first job experience, but most of the time people don't stay that long with the same company as the first job. But
Right.
I still kind of like it, so I keep on doing it.
Yeah,
So
that's good. That's good. So, Business Design Life BDLS, Business Design Life Sciences, is a consulting firm.
Yeah,
And-
we're CRO, contract research organization. So we're providing services to other pharma companies.
So you get to see many companies in your
Yeah. I worked with quite a lot of companies.
right. That's good. And what was your background like before you came into the industry?
Well, I studied actually biomedical sciences in university.
Right.
So it's a master degree that I have.
Oh, yeah, good. And Edwin was the same, is it? Or your background different, or
I studied pharmaceutical sciences,
right?
and then through data management rolled into the statistical programming.
Right. So data management and statistical programming are two different roles in some sense within within our industry, but they've got different skill sets. So was it difficult to move between those two, or did you?
I had an affinity for technology, computers, so
Right.
for me it was natural to, within data management, move more towards the technical side, so building databases, creating automated checks that look at issues in the data.
Right.
And from there it was a natural course to move into statistical programming.
So let's go back to your stream now, and let's talk about the stream. So it's a new stream. I've already spoken today to the data standards stream. So what yours is data standards implementation.
Yes.
So what is it? What's it about? And why is it different to the old stream?
Yeah, well, we had a CDISC stream, which was data standards plus our stream, which covered the entire range of standards themselves and the implementation of those standards. So what we're now focusing on is taking those industry standards and implementing that in our companies with tools, software, SAS scripts, R scripts, whatever.
Right, good.
Any technology to implement those.
So thinking back, in your case, 9 years, I forget how many in your case, but so thinking back to when you were at university or just finishing university and finishing your education, and now looking at what the job is that you've been doing, what would you, what recommendations would you give to the students, and what advice would you give to our students that are coming to the university day and age?
Well, to say, looking at my own backgrounds with biomedical sciences, from the job I'm doing now, there's nothing actually I learned at the university, but I learned everything on the job.
Right.
But there are quite some things that I think should already be taught at the universities. Now I'm part of the old CDISC stream, so some of those things that are important in that CDISC stream should already be taught a bit at university. So that would be really great that people have a starting point already before getting to the industry.
That's a hugely valuable point, actually. That's one thing that we wanted to do with the University Day, was to find aspects that aren't being taught at universities and try and get some of the lecturers and maybe some of the students that come to the University Day go on to do postgraduate courses and things before they come into the industry, to give them some ideas about the academic areas of interest for us and the areas they're going to be working. So Edwin, in your case, was it similar or different, would you say?
No, it was similar. I mean, when I was in university, I had no clue that this existed, what we do.
Right.
I've studied pharmaceutical science, and you have courses on what's clinical trials and what do they do, what do you do to get new drugs on the market. It doesn't cover what we do.
No, it doesn't represent at all, does it?
Nothing at all.
Yeah.
And I hear the same from I have colleagues who studied biology, I have colleagues that studied computer science.
Yeah.
None of those cover what we do.
Yeah.
So you're going to learn stuff on the job.
Yeah, it's true.
But of course, universities also changed. It's been quite some time since we left university, so I think courses and so on changed a lot.
Yeah.
So I'm not completely up to date of what they're teaching at this moment, but it would certainly be interesting.
Yeah.
It's been a while, but still we are a bit the youngest stream, and that's why
Indeed.
we profile
Indeed.
like that as well.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much, and good luck with the conference, and we'll look forward to seeing you all there. Thank you.
Welcome. Thank you.
Thanks.
So a huge thank you again to James McDermott and our stream chairs for taking their time out to look at what's going on at the conference this year. Remember, if you've got any questions, you can get in touch with us via email or via the Facebook group, and there'll be another one of these videos out in a couple of weeks.